What is up, guys? Your boy Raven here today with the first video of the 4-part series, right? So the whole week is going to be about post rotation. I know, there's still 2 more months and 1 more set, but I figured, during the yesterday's stream that it's really good to prepare yourself for rotation, right? To check what cards will play so you will not overpay for them, as I mentioned in my previous video on this channel. So this is the first deck for post rotation videos. It is a Pikachu deck, and again I will tell you about the cards that are coming out and Unified Minds that will add to this deck. And one of those cards is a Cherish Ball. It's gonna be a great card, and I think Cherish Ball will work tremendously. So what I've done to this deck is I've done some cosmetic changes, but I also wanted to keep my Jolteon. And I know we're gonna play against current meta decks. I know, but bear with me, okay? Live we're testing them against other post rotation decks, and this is the version I think is the best. And honestly, it is gonna be really good and really hard to beat a deck. Definitely a tier 1 still in the format. Well, I'm gonna go card by card, and yeah, let's just do it, right? So first things first, I'm playing a line of 2 Eevees. Why I use this Eevee? Basically, I just chose the Eevee that is going to be here for the longest, because then we have Ultra Prism. You can use Palette of Friends, but again it needs 1 DCE or 2 colorless, so it's not something that we want. So no is not a bad option here for Eevee. And we got 2 Jolteons, because it's still a powerful card. Even though you can't really play it your turn 1, it's still a powerful card. And again, it's easy to find. Let's be honest, there are ways to find GXs and less ways to actually find stage 1s, stage 2s that are not GX cards. So bear that in mind as you're creating those decks now. Right, then we have a nice Blitzle and Zebstrika 1/1 line that was helped by Eevee LOT. So thanks, Salad, for the help with that. I appreciate it. So we got a Blitzle and a Sprint Zebstrika, so we can refresh the hand. We can discard what we don't need. We can refresh the hand, because again, we are going to be limited to some resources. Then we have 1 Dedenne, 2 Pikachus, 1 Tapu Koko, 2 Zapdoses, 1 Zeraora, and 1 Jirachi. And that's honestly it. That is it from the Pokemon perspective. Why this is it? Well, I would like to add more Pokemon actually, but there's only so much room for the trainer cards. And honestly, as you can see right now, trainer cards are really consistent. There's no a single copy of any trainer card, and that's what post rotation format will look like. We're gonna see a lot of 4-3 copies of certain card, which will mean that, well, we have to play a little bit less Pokemon, like 14, 15, 16 tops. So let's just go to the first card. I think will be the brand new Guzma of the format, which is a custom catcher. Right now, super cheap card. You can really get it for I think 20 cents or something. And this is going to be a playset of them in the deck, because again, we're losing almost anything that will enable you to switch your opponent's Pokemon. This is the only thing that will be here. So custom catcher, you want to play to, well, we're not playing Green's Challenge in this deck, but it will definitely work pretty well with Green's Challenge if you really want to. So yeah, you might change Green's Challenge to a Guzma, right? So if you play 2 cards, switch one of your opponent's Pokemon, but if you play only 1, draw cards up until you have 3. So this is basically Oranguru in a card, which is great here. Then we have 2 electromagnetic radars. We're not only searching for baby GX, but we also can search for stage 2, stage 1, and that's what we have in for the Jolteon, right? So Jolteon, Pikachu, Zeraora, those are our picks. Then we have 4 Electropowers, 3 energy switches, because we want to switch that energy. Then we go to a card that will basically be the new Tapu LOT, which is Pokégear 3.0, because we're not going to have any other option to get the supporters that we need at the time we need. So Pokégear will be the way to get them. So 3 copies. You might play 4, but I think 3 is okay, just because we need to make a room for different cards. And now we're starting to see why it's getting harder and harder, right? There's not a lot of card finding. There's not nest balls, no great balls, no ultra balls, nothing like that. So searching for Pokemons is going to be really hard, especially for the basics and for Okay, basics maybe not because Elm Lecture, but especially for the stage 1, stage 2s, that's why we have a Pokégear, right? So let's go even further. We have 3 Pokemon Communication, because sometimes, you know, you don't want the Pokemon you have in your hand and you really want to switch. I'm sorry, it's just, I think it's 31 Celsius. I have to drink something cold. Alright. So 3 Pokemon Communications, there we go. Then 2 switches, again, no Guzma, and we still want to use Zapdos. I know we have Zeraora, but Switch is also a great addition. Not rotating out, great card. It's good to keep Switch. Then you have 1 Thunder Mountain, 2 Viridian Forest, that's classic. 3 Cynthias, only 2 Lilies. And then we go to cards that will surprise you. So Lisia is a great searching tool for all the Prism Pokemon, but also a Prism Stadium, right? So in this deck, it's used basically to search for both Tapu Koko Prism and for the Stadium, because again, there's not a lot of things that can search for a specific Pokemon. That's, you know, let's be clear here. The only way that you can do, and that's we have 2 copies of, is Pokemon Fan Club. And it is going to be played again. So if you have Pokemon Fan Club and you want to utilize it, that's going to be the time, because we're going to use a lot of Pokemon Fan Clubs. In this deck, those are 2 copies, but there are going to be decks that will use all 4, because that is one of the ways to search for the basics, especially, you know, the baby decks, right? You know, decks that their cards are above 60 HP and you can't really use Elm's Lecture. Well, that is going to be the card you want to go with. Alright, so we have 2 Pokemon Fan Clubs, 2 Volkners to get the switch, to get, you know, the item you need at a time, and energy, and 12 energy. That is it. That's honestly it. And you can really see that the decks are more consistent, but there's so little ways to actually get the Pokemons right now. That is incredible. I know there's going to be a Cherish Ball, but it works on GXs, so it's not going to work with every single deck. And I highly recommend you really going to PTCGO and checking out what is really rotating out from your deck, how you're gonna, you know, build your deck, because this will save you a lot of money right now. In that, so, you know, like definitely electromagnetic radars, custom catchers, you know, energy switches, Pokemon Communication, Zebstrika here, right? Lilies, Pokemon Fan Club, super cheap card, Lisia, super cheap card. Go and get them. Deck is down there below. You can copy and paste it to your Pokemon TCG. And let's just go, right? You can see another deck. Zeraora-Ninja is going to be another post rotation video. I'm going to only do 4 decks, right? So we're only doing 4 decks for post-rotation videos, and then closer to rotation I'm gonna do some more. Again, I know we are facing current meta decks, so it's not gonna be, the matchups are not gonna be the best, even though if, you know, facing a weak deck, but it's really good to test it, because you kind of know what works and what not works in your decks. Again, in Pikarom, you can go first, you can go second. It's there is still a way. Sorry, it's still a way, and there's still possibility of you actually using full blitz turn 1, right, as if you go second. But here we're going first, definitely a mulligan. And again, you kind of see where the format is going. The format will slow down without Guzmas, without all of that. And alright, I mean, okay, that's not a bad hand. Honestly, we have 2 Pikaroms, we got a Blitzle, Lisia. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So both Pikaroms, we got a custom catcher, so I can actually play Lisia, you know, maybe, okay, there's another mulligan, so we're gonna draw some cards, so I'm gonna wait. Oh, is that a Gazlord deck? Honestly, is that a Gazlord? Or maybe it is a Zeraora-Ninja that I have no clue about, right? Because it might be a Sharpedo, a Greninja deck as well. So here, again, I honestly think tag teams and GX cards will shine a lot and will be the cards to play. Right, let's draw those 3 cards. Bam, there we go. Look at that. So, that's gonna be quite nice. Let me think, because I know I need... It's like this is the problem right now. I know I need Tapu Koko Prism, but I also need energy. So, but what I can do is I can play Lisia, right? I can get the Koko. I can get Thunder Mountain, right? So I can get both. Because you can see now, normally I would go like, oh yeah, Volkner, Nestball, easy. You can't do that. You can't really do that. Electromagnetic Radar, actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna discard Pokégear. You know what? Everything's gonna get discarded in a second. So Zeraora and the Dedenne. So are gonna be the cards I'm gonna choose. Seems like cards like the Dedenne will be crucial for those decks. So let's go. Let's see what we're gonna get. A little bit of refreshment. Oh, I'm okay. So, yeah, we're okay. That's done. I don't think he can actually, you know, get rid of the Thunder Mountain. So that's gonna be done. But you can clearly see, you know, getting the specific Pokemon is a lot harder, especially, you know, because normally, you know, you have to go like, wait, Volkner. In my head, Volkner is always Nestball and Energy, right? Or something like that. Here, not really, you know, you can't do that the way you normally do it. Alright, so we're gonna have a nice knockout this turn. So that's 180, that's 110. And we have Lillie, right? So let's play Lillie. Again, Energy, Pokégear, right? You can see different hands, different stuff. And that's a full blitz for 210. That's a knockout. Energy is gonna go on. I like to play it on Zeraora. I have no clue why, but I like to play it on Zeraora in this deck. But here, you know, because we have second Pikachu, we're gonna use it on the Pikachu itself. Those are two cards. And we have the Energy. So again, Blitzle is one of those cards in this deck that, if it works, it's great, but it can also not work. And look at that, we have two custom catchers. So if he's gonna have something on the bench, I can actually bring it front and knock it out, which is really, really cool. And you kind of see right now those different things in a Pikachu deck. So do I think it's still gonna be a great deck post-rotation? It's gonna be fantastic. Honestly, it's gonna be fantastic, but you have to have those pieces, right? And as long as they are cheap, really, that's a great time to buy them, right? We're 2 months away. No one, well, people are starting to think about rotation, but honestly not to the extent of like, you know, Unified Minds. And again, you know, you're playing this deck, you can always open, you know, Unified Minds. What sets are there right now? What cards are in Unified Minds, and check like, okay, you know, we got a Bomb. Will Bomb work here? No. We got a Cherish Ball. Well, I mean, Cherish Ball might work, right? Is it good? Well, I can proxy it, I can try it out. So definitely that's the way to go, that's the way to do it, because honestly you have to think about stuff like that if you really, you know, want to make your money work, and you don't want to lose a ton of money. Because again, remember, custom catcher, everyone is going to need 4 of them, right? So there we go, and that's a GG, by the way. Everyone will want 4 of custom catchers. So let's say it's going to be $2 each. This makes $8. Let's say, you know, it's going to be $1. Well, those are $4, so that's a booster to some. So you don't want to waste that amount of money right now, especially if the custom catcher right now is 20 cents. I'm so sorry for the sneeze. So again, if custom catcher is 20 cents, 25, let's say 30 even, depending on, you know, where do you live, you know, it's a difference in between $1.30 and $4, right? That's a huge difference. That, you know, in those $4 right now, you can get your Pokemon Fan Clubs, you can get some other nice cards that you will know that they will play in your future deck. Because that's the thing, right? We're trading card game players. We don't really like to change our decks on a daily basis. So, and we don't like to spend a lot of money on those decks. So this is the time to actually, you know, do it, right? It's the time to get the cards you need. Especially now, if you're thinking about playing a Psychic type deck, cards like Malamars, cards like, you know, well, Blastophilongic, but Naganadels, there are, you know, they will definitely rise in price. Okay, so you can see right now, right? Normally I would go Tapu Lele, whatever. We have only Pokégear, so we have to kind of count on something. And it's exactly what I said. Slowing down. And my opponent, well, again, Fire-type decks, Welder, they have this acceleration that they can use, which is really annoying. And scary. Right, the acceleration is really scary. Okay, 3 Poké... Okay, Pokégear, come on. And nothing. Oh my goodness, that is really bad. Well, sometimes, you know, you draw something, sometimes you don't, and that was really bad. I mean, I might go and cut a Pokémon Communication, it might be, but it is not always pretty sign, right? It's not always great, and sometimes you break, right? You know, getting best of 3, that's what you play. It happens sometimes. Maybe you don't want to play some Judge Whistles instead of what we have right now here with us. Okay, come on. There we go, we got a Volkner. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now, honestly, is Electromagnetic Radar, because that's the card draw. That's the Pokemon draw that I need. Right? So, Electromagnetic Radar. I'm going to discard 2 Pokemon Communications, because I don't need them at all. Right? So, let's discard them. I'm going to go Pikachu and the Dedenne. So, you kind of see where... Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so this is a retreat. Energy switch on an active Pikachu. And the Dedenne. Let's go. We need a stadium. We really do need that stadium. And we did not draw the stadium, and it is kind of a bummer. We did not draw a stadium. And there's not a lot of other things I can do. Well, I can go for GXs, but that's it, alright, you know, there's nothing else I can do. And again, max potions are leaving the standard format as well, so you will not be able to use your max potion. Escape rope, I mean, escape board is still there, but it's not, you know, working as good as certain cards. What else is staying? Okay, Judge. I think Judge is leaving, I believe. I'm not sure about Judge. Okay, we got Lisia. Perfect. Alright, so we got Lisia. Which means... Alright, we got a Zapdos. Okay, wait. So, I know I have Lisia, right? Coco will not do. How much you do? Flip a coin if heads, your opponent is now paralyzed. So, I'm gonna play Lisia. Again, that's... Thank goodness I have not played Energy. Okay, so there's no... Like, my stadium is priced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Viridian Forest. Energy, okay. There's only 1 energy right now in a discard pile, but we're going to make it 2. So 2 energies in a discard pile. Bam, there we go. Energy from my hand is going to go into Pikachu. Dance of the Ancients. And because I'm going to be using... full blitz, I know I can kind of put energy on the Dedenne. It's okay with me. At least, you know, the Dedenne is going to be an attacker, and that's a full blitz here. So that's 50 damage, 3 energies on a Zeraora. So we have the additional attacker, right? We're both at, right now I'm at 5 prize cards, my opponent is at 6. He might be at 3 soon, but not soon enough. That's going to be 70, 80, so he's going to miss 10 damage on Zeraora, of course. And again, Tapu Koko, card that is not going to stay in the format, right? So you have to keep that in mind, you have to bear that in mind when you place against something like that, honestly. Wrap, okay. Tails, oh my goodness, Tails, yes. Yes. Okay, so Volkner. Let me check what Pokemon do we have. Okay, we got a Pikachu, so... Electromagnetic Radar. Because again, that's my, you know, that's my Pokemon draw, right? That's what I can do. So we got Electromagnetic Radar. And I'm gonna play it. So Viridian Forest and... Energy Switch, I don't need that. Pikarom, and that's it. So you can kind of see what the deck is becoming, right? So we got a full Blitz, bam, and knock it over here. And you clearly see that it's going to be a lot harder for those baby decks post-rotation. And I know the fact that we can still, this, honestly, if you would look at it right now, you would say like, oh well, this is a normal standard setup. It's going to be hard, because there is Tapu Koko and, another Tapu Koko. And definitely Zeraora might, get knocked out. Why he's not scooping up? Again, scoop up, it might be, a thing, right? It might be a card that will be played a ton. Why not? I can definitely see that happening at a certain point. Again, no DCE, which means, no faster acceleration on those decks, like, my opponents. So Judge Whistle, again, he's drawing, he's digging for something, and a Flying Flip, of course. It's not a knockout yet, but he's gonna be next turn. Alright, so I know I can have a Zapdos. I don't want to play another Zapdos, so I'm gonna discard him. And there's no more energy in the deck. Oh, right, so full Blitz, that's a knockout. No more energy. Let's go. Okay, we got a Blitzing. But again, there's no more energy in the deck, so I don't really need to go for it. Right? There's no, like, something that I really need. Okay, so we're gonna have a knockout on Zeraora. Which happens, okay, with a Shrine. Okay, so he's gonna draw 5 prize cards, basically, this turn. That's why Welder is so powerful. And again, here, you can say, well, we're not going to have a Tapu Koko post-rotation. That's true, so definitely you don't have to be worried about spread decks post-rotation, which is quite okay and quite cool. He's had one last prize card, so I have to be really careful here. And we got Eevee. But I have no energy, so full Blitz, bam, let's go. We have to keep on attacking, right? No energy, keep on attacking. This is what matters right now. Okay, energy, there we go. But is there enough energy for me to use the GX? Well, I would have to draw, honestly, 2 energy switches for the win right now. Rescue Stretcher, right? So again, no Rescue Stretcher post-rotation. You have to remember about that. No cards like Rescue Stretcher post-rotation. It's crazy, it's honestly crazy how it's gonna look like. And I hope I gave you the idea with the Pikarom deck, and I hope you will actually take advantage of this video and really take advantage of those purchases that you can make right now, because really those are the cards you will really need, and they will only go up. Green's Exploration, great card. We might see a switch, we might see a lot of stuff here. Escape Rope, for example, right? What is he going to draw? Lieutenant Sergeant Welder, right? He can't really play Lieutenant Sarge or Welder right now, but he has it for the next turn, so it is problematic to me. I'm just gonna put the energy here. I'm not playing anything else. Full Blitz. He's not gonna be able to play Lieutenant Sarge since we both gonna be at 1 prize card, so they know that I have no clue why he went for it. Thunder Mountain, great. Because really, people at your local league will still be figuring out what to play, and you will know, you'll exactly know, you'll have the knowledge. And honestly, in this game, and especially in this format right now, knowledge is the key. And to take this 40 damage, if it tells if your opponent active Pokemon is now. Okay. Because honestly, knowledge is the key to winning in the format. Okay, so that's 40 damage and a paralyze. Or paralysis, you might say. So I can't really retreat. You know what? Okay, I don't want to risk it with Blitzle, but I feel like I kind of have to. So Blitzle, done. That's all I can do, right? I can only do done, and he's close. He's really close. I am as well. But yeah, the knowledge of what's gonna be played post rotation is the key for you winning in the league after. Okay, heads. That's not a knockout. That's 210, and we've won. So we're still being able to beat a spread deck, right? So that's what I wanted to do. Basically, I'm just gonna show you what I wanted to do. I wanted to Electropower, sprint. So I would see if I would have switch. No switch, but I had custom catcher, so I will be able to switch one of my opponent's Pokemon, and that's what I'm gonna do, just to show you the power of custom catcher. That's gonna happen. Bam! There we go. Right, we've got a custom catcher and a full blitz for the win. There we go. So that's why custom catcher is going to be the card you want to play post rotation, right? And that's the version of Pikachu that I think it's the best. After rotation, I mean, you can get rid of Jolteon, you can play more Jirachis, definitely. You know, I'm just giving you the core idea of the deck here, and I just really, the whole purpose of those post-rotation videos that are gonna be happening this week is just to show you what cards are gonna be good, what cards are gonna be bad, and, you know, to help you, really help you guys make a better decisions and spend money in the right way, and not on the stupid cards, right? Like, don't go like Nidoqueen, because right now everyone is purchasing rare candies and Nidoqueens. There's not gonna be enough drawing power, right? You're not gonna be able to draw those cards. That's it, you know, we're losing a lot. And you can say, oh well, there is a Ninetales. It is, but again, normally you would go Ultra Ball and Rare Candy. Here, what you're gonna go for to get the Pokemon, right? Pokémon Communication, Pokémon Fan Club. Well, that's a basic. So you see where this is going, right? So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more post-rotation decks this week, and also don't forget to check me out live on Twitch. It's Ravencall, because that's where I'm creating those decks, and that's where I'm playing those decks live. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's the Twitch. Raven loves ya. Bye. Have a great day. And oh, and now they really have a 5% discount. Any code with purchase on Professor Oak. Bye. Ha!